All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, so today is August 6th, 4:42 p.m. Saturday, and I'm just about to go through a little breakdown for what some stock trades I'm looking for next week. All right, so I'm gonna just kind of go pretty much give you a how I go about searching screening stocks to actually trade. So first off, FinViz is a stock screener site that I love. Pretty straightforward and simple with a lot of the things that I do. So I have the elite account, the paid account, so you can kind of get a little bit more uh, deeper information on particular companies in regards to like financials and stuff like that. But without further ado, let's start it off. All right, so we're on FinViz. We'll go to Screener. As you can see, there are a total of over 8,000 stocks, publicly traded stocks that you can trade. All right. So obviously we want to filter down. We want to dive deeper. All right. So what I like to do first off is we're going to be looking at stocks that are currently trading above the 200-day moving average, which means that these stocks are in a bullish trend. Okay. As you can see, I dropped down to 2,000 stocks. All right. So now we want to look at stocks that are below the 20-day moving average, which means that over the last 200 days, they're trading above the 200-day, which means they are bullish stocks, but the 20-day, which means that they are trading below their 20-day moving average, which means that there seems to be some sort of pullback coming down. The bears are pushing price down, but as you can see over the last 200 days, they are trading above the average 200-day. So that's 258 stocks. All right. So now what we want to do, we want to look at stocks that have a market cap over at least 2 billion. Sometimes I would do 10 just because obviously companies that have a higher market cap are going to be the heavily traded companies, which means it's going to be more volume, more money actually in the market actually trading those companies versus smaller companies. So to make it a little bit simpler, let's just do over 10 bill. So as you can see, it's 35 companies. All right. So another thing I like to do, I like to, for the financial side or fundamental side, I like to focus on companies that are actually making money. So we want to focus on companies that have a positive net profit. So 35 companies dropping down to 28. And we want to focus on companies that has over the last 5 years have been increasing their sales revenue pretty much every year for the last 5 years. So we want for positive growth. So 26 companies. So this should relatively be good enough. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at, oh, I'm sorry. The other one, volume, we want to focus on companies that trade each day over 1 million shares. Their average volume, they're trading over 1 million shares, which means, that's just a number that I look at. It could be, whatever anybody wants. And we got that. So we see that the company with the highest market cap, we're going to filter it down by the companies with the highest market cap. As you can see, we got Exxon. Just look at the top 5: Exxon, Eli Lilly, Merck, Bristol Myers, and Amgen. Okay, so just going to just look at some of these stocks just to get an idea of which companies looks better chart wise. We kind of got the fundamentals. We know that these companies are profitable, net profit, and they've been increasing their profit margins for the over the last 5 years. I had to pause that video. I had to pause. Had a phone call. So what we're looking at, like I said, we're just looking at companies that look relatively cool on the charts, and we're just going to chart them up. So we'll look at a little bit of market structure that's going on. Yeah, let's just chart because I kind of already have Lily pulled up anyway. Let's clean this up because this is exactly what I have chart up. Okay, so the indicators that we're looking at, we got the MACD. These are the settings that you could just grab, RSI as well as volume. So what I like to do is on a MACD, on any chart, look at the daily chart, and I like to pinpoint the relative resistance and support areas. So I kind of use the MACD to kind of help me out to identify that. So as we can see, this zero line that I just put here is pretty much my divider. So as you can see, price or this line is above the zero, and once it crosses, the highest point is going to be my resistance. So as we can see here, this area, what I like to do, I like to focus on the wicks. I like to focus on all of the wicks to the relative body close. So obviously we're not going to look at, this isn't the resistance. We want the resistance to pretty much touch all of the wicks up until the close of the body. So which is around here, which is about $333. All right, and as we can see, this is the most recent support level practically. As we can see here, that won't be here, that will be here, which is about $287. Okay, so now we got support, we got resistance. All right, so what we're going to do is, as you can see, like I said, price is above the 200-day, which means we're bullish, but it's pulling back below the 20-day. Okay, which means we are looking for buys to the upside. So what I like to do, grab my fibs and take it to that area. So like I said, let's say 333, 287. Okay, and then this is when I grab the volume. Okay, as you can see, the bears have been pushing this price down since July 29th. Okay, so since July 29th, the bears have stepped in the market and been pushing this price down. But as you can see, we're still above the 200, which means we're still bullish. So this is good opportunities to look for buys to the upside. So one way we can do, what I'm gonna do is focus on for next week is look at the days where we actually have positive volume, green days. Okay, so an area that I will be looking at is I'm gonna grab my trend line. As you can see, this was a previous level, this was a previous level, and we are making potentially another level of support. So what I like to do is grab the lowest point, okay, of this level of support and trend it up to the previous level. As we can see, I wouldn't want to do it here. I would want to do it here to this lowest point. I want to grab all relative points. So this fib, this point, and this point. Okay, so we got this point and this point. So what I want to do is actually extend it all the way out. All right, so as you can see, price has been support, came down, support, up, came down, and potentially going to this particular level here. All right, so we got this level, and we have this level. All right, and we will potentially have a level around here. Okay, obviously we can't tell the future, but this is pretty much what we have. And another thing you can grab for your resistance areas as well. So as we can see, price was from here to here. Okay, the highest point before it crossed down, that's this area. All right, and from here to here. Highest point, boom. And from here to here before cross. Highest point. But we want to touch, we want all areas, all relative areas. Okay? So we got this wick, this wick. As you can see, magically touches that wick. And boom. All relative areas are being touched. Okay? So this is what we're looking for. If we get it on Monday, obviously, get a green day on Monday, whatever it is. And then we want to take it up to 333 because that is the most recent resistance level. I'm sorry, hold on. Let me get this right. I am bugging. Okay, let's get this correct. Alright, so 333, and what I like to do for my stop loss, obviously if price breaks below here, close below, we are now looking for a trend change. Okay, price could potentially go bearish if it breaks this most recent support level. So I like to put my stop loss below the support. Obviously it's going to be variable because if price goes down but closes above, this support is still holding. But if it breaks and closes below 287, then we are looking for potential trend change, which means we are looking for price to, where is the arrow? Let's see this, which means we are looking for price to go down, then up, and then we're looking for bearish volume to take it to the downside. All right, but in stocks, I like to just focus on buys. I don't like to focus on shorting the market. But for Eli Lilly, this is the plan that I'm focusing on. All right, let's grab another chart. Randomly grab OXY. This is Warren Buffett's favorite recently. As you're going to see, we're going to chart this up. And I only have like 2 minutes left on this app for me to record. So, all right. Most recent support, boom. Most recent resistance, boom. Okay. Let's see, got that. And touch all relative points, got that. Okay. So this low is higher than this low, so these are the previous lowest points. So what we are looking for now, I like to do average numbers too. I mean whole numbers. So 53 and 74. So we got 54. So we have resistance. Okay, so 54 is better. So we got support at 54 and we have resistance at 74. All right, so as we can see, recently on August 5th, we actually got this bullish candle. So market open on Monday, I will actually focus on placing the trade and taking this up to $74 with my stop loss at around $51. That's what I'm focused. That's what I will be focused on. With a potential ROI making 25% gain. All right, so I only got 20 minutes left for the Screencast-O-Matic software. So this is what I'm focused on. All right, guys. So hopefully this makes sense for everybody. And if you have any questions, let me know. But this is pretty much my flow of trading in the stock market. All right, peace.